Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Box Office Talk. This is the show where I break down what happened at the box office, see if my predictions for the top 5 are correct, then make predictions for next week's top 5. So let's get right on into it. Last week I predicted that number 1 would be Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation. Number 2 would be Ant-Man and the Wasp. Number 3 would be Skyscraper. Number 4, Incredibles 2. And number 5 would be Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And I got all 5 of my predictions right for this weekend. Isn't that terrific? I think it was the same last weekend I got all 5 right. Maybe I'm mistaking myself for another weekend, I forgot, but whatever. Let's go over what actually happened in the overall top 10. Number 1 was Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation, making $44 million on its opening weekend. Now, the first Hotel Transylvania movie opened with around 42, second one had like 48 million, so this is the second highest opening weekend for a Hotel Transylvania movie. So it's pretty amazing how these Hotel Transylvania movies always kind of open above 40 million. Like, that's pretty impressive on its own, and the fact that the budget is only $80 million, and worldwide they are already sitting at 100 million. They only need 60 million more to go, shows that they're already off to a really great, successful start. I don't know if they're going to continue to make Hotel Transylvania movies after this, or they just want to end it with this trilogy and then continue on with that terrible TV show on Netflix or whatever, but hey, they're doing well financially, so that's pretty good. Number 2 is Ant-Man and the Wasp, making $28 million this weekend, adding to a domestic total of $132 million, and on the worldwide chart, it is sitting at $283 million. Now, domestically, it is $2 million away from outgrossing The Incredible Hulk. However, it's about $40 million away from outgrossing the next film. I think it's Captain America, the First Avenger, and then the other films after that. Needless to say, this is kind of like the first Ant-Man, not as successful as the other ones, especially when you look at the drop this movie had, about like over 60%, which is pretty large for one of these Marvel movies. So it kind of shows that Ant-Man and the Wasp doesn't really have that great of staying power. I mean, it's at number 2, but that's kind of obvious because its other competition aren't Marvel movies, but still, the fact that Hotel Transylvania 3 beat it, like, I feel like if it's a Marvel movie, it should last a little longer at number 1, especially after Black Panther and Infinity War. Moving on to number 3, we have Skyscraper, which made $25 million this weekend, and on the worldwide chart, it is sitting at 65 already. The budget, however, I found out is incredibly large. It's at 125 million, which means they have to get to about 250 worldwide to be considered a success. And I'm thinking, since Dwayne Johnson is pretty popular, this movie's based in China, and I think this movie gets released in China next week, so I think the China numbers will boost this up by a lot. So I think this movie will be doing okay. Domestically, it's a little low, but whatever. It's not horrible. I would be very surprised if this movie didn't double its budget, honestly. Number 4 is Incredibles 2, making $16 million, adding to a domestic total of $535 million, and on the worldwide chart, it is sitting at $856 million. So it's about 150 million away from getting to $1 billion worldwide. I think it's kind of proven already that it's not going to get there. I think it has a chance to get to 900 million worldwide, but $1 billion I don't think it will be able to. But it is about to outgross one of the other Pixar movies, Coco, worldwide. So that's pretty impressive on its own, the fact that it's almost in the top 5 highest grossing Pixar movies ever worldwide. So that's pretty good. This movie's still financially successful, so there's no need to pout about how it doesn't get to $1 billion, but it would have been cool to see that happen. Number 5 is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, making $15 million, just $1 million under Incredibles 2. When more accurate numbers come out, this could be on top of Incredibles 2, but for now I think it's safe to say that Jurassic World doesn't have the greatest staying power like Incredibles 2, but that adds to a domestic total of $363 million, and domestically it just outgrossed every other original Jurassic Park film, 1, 2, and 3. It's not going to be able to outgross the first Jurassic World, obviously, but it outgrossed the original JP, so that's pretty amazing how a phenomenal film just got outgrossed by a mediocre one. Worldwide, it is sitting at $1.134 billion, so it's still making a ton of money. It has like maybe 700 million to go to surpass the first Jurassic World, at least worldwide wise. I don't think it's going to be able to do that, but it still made over $1 billion. Like, it's fine. Number 6 is The First Purge, making $9 million, adding to a domestic total of $49 million. It's almost about to outgross the very first 2013 Purge movie, and then maybe outgross the other ones, not sure. Worldwide, it is also sitting at 72 million, closing in at 100 already. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see that happen, but considering how popular this franchise is somehow, maybe. It only needs about 28 million more to go, so worldwide and domestically, maybe it could get to 100 million in total. Number 7 is Sorry to Bother You, which actually expanded into a couple theaters. I knew it wouldn't get into the top 5 or anything because it is kind of only opening in a few theaters here and there, but I'm glad that $4 million worth of people actually went out to see it, and adding adding to a domestic total of $5 million. Now, the budget, I'm not sure what that is. I wish this movie got more word of mouth and more theater openings so more people could go out and see it and make it as financially successful as possible. I might have just spoiled my review of this movie, but hey, it's a pretty good one, so go check it out if you haven't. I hope this movie maybe gets more money, maybe it can have a chance, but you know how these movies can be sometimes, just not really getting that noticed. Number 8 is Sicario, Day of the Soldado, making $3.8 million, adding to a domestic total of 43, and on the worldwide chart, it is sitting at $59 million. Now, domestically, it needs $3 million more to outgross the first Sicario, which is a pretty good sign, but worldwide, it still needs to be able to surpass $70 million to be considered a success, and it needs about $11 million more worldwide. So I think it's safe to say that Sicario 2 is fine. At least I hope so. Like, I think worldwide will bump it up a bit. I just don't want the third part to get canceled because I really want to see it. Number 9 is Uncle Drew, making $3.2 million, adding to a domestic total of 36, and on the worldwide chart, it is sitting at 38. So before it left the top 10, it was able to double its budget and then make $4 million more than that in total. Yay for Kyrie Irving, I guess. Like, I haven't seen the movie, and I don't know what else to say about it other than it's financially successful, technically. And now let's close out the video. Number 10, Ocean's 8, making $2 million, adding to a domestic total of $132 million. And this is the second highest grossing Ocean's film domestically, of course. Worldwide, it still has a bit ways to go. Maybe it won't get there, but out domestically, this is the second highest grossing one. And worldwide, it is sitting at $251 million. So seriously, probably the last time I'm talking about it in a video like this, but are they going to announce an Ocean's 9 or what? I'm still waiting on. Like, it's not one I'd particularly want to see, but, I mean, whatever. Like, I like the cast, so, I mean, sure, I could see another one, just where's the news? Now it's time for the fun part, the predictions for next week's top 5. Number 1, I think, will be The Equalizer 2. I look back, and surprisingly, the first Equalizer opened with a lot of money, so I think it will have a chance here, too. Number 2, I think, will be Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. There definitely is a fan base for this movie, so I think it'll make a lot. Number 3, I think, will be Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation. Number 4, Unfriended, Dark Web. And number 5, Ant-Man and the Wasp. What are your predictions for next week's top 5? Leave it in the comments below, and if you got your predictions right for this week, you're going to get a shout out right now. Unless you didn't get it right, then I'm sorry. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.